G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming and episode 11 on the Valley of the Old Farm by Black Sheep Modding. Okay, so it's been a little while now since we've been here, but we're going to get straight back into it. So as you can see, we started our work after the end of the last episode. We were doing the field near the farm. We come over to field 2, a long way from home, and commenced work on this field. Now we have one hired hand. He's been doing the combine work for us, and we've just been we brought some of the equipment over and shuffled it across, and we've just been collecting the or windrowing all the straw and collecting the bales and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're going to continue to do now. So we've got a couple of bales up there now. The poor old Merc here, we've really given him a bit of a load. So we're getting him to actually do the loads of from the combine of the wheat, but at the same time he's carrying the bales. So it's really testing out this old tractor, but he's been doing the job okay. So let's continue on. All right. So we'll head on up here and we'll yep, our hut, and we'll collect our bales that have been left out here at the moment. So you can see he's struggling up the hill, but he gets there all right in the end. Now, so it's been a while since we've been here. This is the latest episode, obviously, I've recorded, and I've recorded this on the 27th of January, as I realise that I've got to set the work position. Yeah, sorry. So it's the first episode I've recorded since coming back from our holiday break. So the other episodes were pre-recorded. So yeah, it's nice to get back into it, but we've just had a bit of a hiatus over the last few days. We haven't got that much out in the way of videos. We've got a couple of mod reviews out, but haven't got back into any of our Let's Plays because of a couple of little dramas we had, not most notably with Sherwood Park Farm, but we should be right to go now. Alright, so he's about finished. He's got his last row to do down here. So once we collect this bale, we'll leave the truck up here, and we'll go collect the tractor with the windrower and windrow this, and then collect it all up, and then we'll be done. Alright, so we'll just pull him down around here out of the way. Okay. So he'll be finished down there now, and then we'll have to collect the output from him. In the meantime, we'll get going with this guy. And get going. So yeah, we've been a bit busy. But we're finally getting back to the swing of things, I think. So hopefully we'll get a fair bit more out in the next few days. We also went through a stage of remapping all of our buttons for our steering wheel, and that was a bit of a nightmare actually, because for some reason in between going away and coming back, there was a bit of an issue with some of the buttons mapping to not only incorrect functions, but functions that weren't even part of Farming Simulator, and key combinations that weren't even part of what I would use in Farming Simulator. So we've now got that all sorted out. And we put some nice little labels on the wheel and the shifter and that, just so we know which buttons are which now, and for a little while until we get used to it. But yeah, so we're all good to go now. And obviously the combine down here is going to be in the way, so we'll just move it over to the side and we'll finish it off there. I didn't mean to go that close, but anyway. Alright, I'll just bring him down here. Alright, so we'll head up here, we'll get the combine ready to offload. And now we'll bring the truck down and we'll load him up. And then we have the long drive back down to the farm. The flatbed doesn't take too much. But for this map, it's probably just enough. It's not too much. Now, there's a couple of new tractors, or new trailers, I mean, that I've enabled for the map. They're of older style that we may bring in, but at the moment, I think the crone and the truck will be more than sufficient. As we go along, we might sort of upgrade the equipment a little bit without going too far in technological advancement, so to speak. Alright, so he should be almost finished soon. Righto. So what we'll do is we'll leave the truck there. We'll get in the combine, we'll move him out of the way. Now, my good friend Aussie Paramedic pointed out in the last video, he said he didn't want to pull the mickey out of me or stir me up or whatever, but my combine header was up too high. Well, in fact, it actually was. I hadn't even noticed. So my apologies for that. But as you can see, I have now fixed it. So basically what we're talking about is it wasn't extended out. It was extended up. And I can't get the bloody... There you go. So I was extended up in that position. Okay. In the cleaning position. So that wasn't very good of me. Anyway, we've now rectified that. And we should be fine. Alright, so I'll just park him there. Now get the baler going. And obviously we've got to get all this stuff back. So we'll make use of some hired hands to help us get all this stuff back. Traveling a bit of a convoy. And this little tractor, this little Massey Ferguson that comes with the what's it called? I've forgotten the name, but now the Platinum DLC is a great little power horse. Only very small, but he's got plenty of power. He's quick, nimble, love it. Great little tractor, this one. Now obviously since the last episode the news has come out that there is a new DLC and update coming out. So it's the Roper DLC. So we've spoken about that, we've put a release video out. My personal opinion is I think unless, as I've said in a couple of those videos, unless Giants have hidden something or they're keeping something hidden from us and they're going to announce it in the next couple of weeks, unfortunately the DLC is certainly not something I'm going to be looking at getting. It's not bringing us anything new. The Roper Panther 2 and the Tiger 6 are already made available to us by, I can't remember the modder's name and I'm apologetic for that, but he's already provided us with those fantastic models. So there is no need for us to have them. And the mouse and the Keeler aren't really going to bring that much else to us insofar as tools we sort of need. So yeah, but I'm hoping there'll be a bit of a surprise coming. They'll have a bit of a surprise announcement and say, hey, look, here's a couple of extra bits of kit that are coming with it. However, I will hold my breath. Alright, so I'll go pick up these last couple of bales if I can. No, I'm going to be able to pick up one of them, so that's alright. We'll just have to leave them out in the field for now. Alright, so he's full. So what we'll do now is we'll mosey on back to the farm. But I'll get all these guys chained up. Follow me configuration. And then we'll head back to the farm and see if we can get back there without causing any major crashes. The big problem will be the harvester. So we might actually have him lead. So I'll bring him out over here. Hopefully there's no traffic coming at the moment. Lucky last. Alright, so we've got them all manned up, ready to go. And now it's off we go. Alright, so what else has been happening? Well, I have a bit of an announcement to make. You would have already noticed it, but I certainly have a big public thank you to my good friend Eustace Pharmer. You probably have seen, well you would have seen, the new intro we're now sporting here at Duckzorly Gaming, and that was kindly made for us by Eustace. So I thank him very, very much for his work on that. Nice, short, sweet, very basic, but it's certainly all we need and all we want. I was talking to him about wanting another intro video, similar to what I've been using for the mod reviews, the swirling green Duckzorly Gaming one. But just the fact I couldn't get the quality up on that one. So he kindly, in a matter of, I think it was about 48 hours of actually originally talking about it, he made one up for us. So that was fantastic. So thank you very much, Eustace. Now, while we're at it, I'll turn off our indicator. Our other good friend, one of our others, Mr. Farmer Klein, he, in the Discord channel that we're all part of, we're all in each other's sort of Discord channels, he was showing images of a dodge that he was doing up, or he'd done up, and I can't remember whose he was showing off. But anyway, in any case, I basically hinted that one of them wouldn't be too bad in the Duckzorly garage, and true to form, he provided me with a nice Dodge. I think it's a 3500 utility. Fantastic looking truck with the Duckzorly logo on it. Unfortunately, you won't see it in this series, but you will see it in some of the other series and mod reviews and all that sort of stuff coming up. So it will replace the old Defender I've been using, and also the stock standard Lizard utilities. Alright, now we seem to have lost everything behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue. Oh no, he's coming. Let's have a look. Oh, here he comes. He's flying. This could be problematic. Slow down. Okay, so I've probably lost a bit of the other tractors with the traffic at the back of the city, of the town. Oh, they're coming eventually. Yeah, they must have got held up with traffic. So we'll just slowly keep on going here till they catch up. We're good to go. Yeah, so a big thank you to Eustace and Farmer Klein for setting us up with that. And yeah, now I'm not sure and Farmer Klein may well tell me to shush, but I can tell you there is a bit of a joint project coming up very soon, and will involves a whole pile of people: Farmer Klein, myself, Eustace, DoughBoy, Spectre. Who else is there? Whole pile of people. Anyway, looking forward to that. That should be very interesting, and whether it's a good thing or a bad thing we get to see, but it seems as though Eustace and I will be sort of teaming up. So we shall be looking forward to that. Could be some fun times ahead. I'm sure there probably will be. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that one. And it'll probably be in about another month or so, I think, is the time frame we're looking at, as we come up against our big A. And what we might do is we might just follow him home, because I forgot that we left him out here. Yeah, so is that coming up? Now, Beaver Creek. The Beaver Creek episodes stopped basically from where we're up to now, which I think is episode 6, and that was because we transitioned from the Beaver Creek version 1 map, as in the 1 alpha, to the version 1 Bravo. So the new map from Stevie, or the updated map from Stevie, came out just before Christmas. Now, it required a full new game, like you couldn't use a currently used game save. So we had to go and set up all the farm and the crops back to where we sort of had it at the last episode, which we did. And then lo and behold, as soon as we're about to start recording, Stevie announces that there's a version C coming out to fix some problems and add some other stuff. So we went, okay, no worries. So we waited for C to come out, and that came out just after Christmas. So during the break, we started setting up again. And then just as we were about to record the other day, or a week or two ago, Stevie announces that there's a version D coming as well. Now, version D was supposed to hit yesterday. He did upload it, and then he pulled it because there were some things that he missed or he wanted to correct, which is fine. So it's not come out as yet, but it will be out very soon. So that means that Beaver Creek at the moment is still in hiatus. It isn't going anywhere. It will be back with a couple of caveats. Okay, so what are the caveats? Well, firstly, as I turn off the follow me and get this thing parked first, the first thing is I've changed out some of the equipment. Now, why am I doing that? Well, you know, I was talking again in Discord, and Farmer Klein mentioned, and we were talking about some stuff about preferred tractors and stuff like that, and he was saying how he likes to use different mods for each video series or whatever else to break it up. And I was thinking, well, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, everyone's probably sick of seeing me using my Class Serions and my Fent, and I mean, the big M. You're not going to get away from that. Sorry, that's just not going to happen. But yeah, all the same sort of equipment, which is equipment I've grown to love and like, and it won't necessarily go away entirely. But what we are going to do is the next couple of maps, we're going to sort of move away from that that equipment. So much like this map, where obviously we're not using anything in the map that we've used before. In fact, there's nothing that we've used on a series in here before. We will definitely be using different equipment on Beaver Creek. So I think Beaver Creek, I've gone mainly case equipment, for instance. So that's the equipment of choice for that map. And I mean, like I said, I mean, the big M will still be there. There'll probably be some other things, but I'll try and use like different trailers and all that sort of stuff, just to sort of showcase other mods that are available. I certainly won't use the ones that I don't like and have had problems with, for instance, that I don't see the purpose in doing that. And shock horror, and yeah, you will be surprised, there will also even be a map with some John Deere on it. Okay, so yep, it was a different New Year's resolution this year. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it with all the different maps or whatever, but that's what we're planning on doing. So there will be a change to some of the maps. Sherwood Park Farm won't change. We're just going to get in and finish that one off as soon as we can, basically, as we offload our wheat here at the farm. But yeah, Beaver Creek will have a bit of a change. Great Western Farm, we may change that out a bit too. That's probably where I might put some John Deere, actually, now I'm thinking of it. And Lost Valley, I'm not sure when we'll get back to that one anyway. That's a bit of a muckabout one, so we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, all right, so we've just offloaded our wheat. So that's the plan going forward, so we'll just see how we go. So we've just offloaded our wheat. We'll now offload our bales that we've baled up. Our straw. And dump them off here. As you can see, our bale storage facility is working overtime. It's getting pretty full now. So we'll bring up our hard. There we go. So it all goes in there nicely. Alright, so let's have a look and see what we've got. So we've got 70 hay bales. So we've got 280,000 litres of hay. We've got 34 straw bales, which is 136,000 litres of hay, of straw I mean. And grass, we've got 42 bales or 167,000 litres. So we've got plenty in there for now, which is good. So we're in a good position. What we'll now do is we'll just put that trailer there behind us. Take the truck around, we'll park it around the back of the farm here. And then that'll be pretty much where we close off. We'll have a look at the map and then see where we're at now. And see what we're going to do in the next couple of episodes. I'm just parking here near the silage clamps. Okay, so let's have a bit of a look. So our grass fields, 91, 92 and all that. So 91 is ready to be mowed again. So we can have a bit of fun with getting all that in. 26 has been mowed. We need to collect the grass or either do that or turn it into hay, one of the two. Field 25 needs to be harvested. That's our barley field, yep. And then field 62 is ready to be either cultivated or ploughed and sown again. And now field 2 is obviously in the same position as that as well. So what we might do is we might sell off our crops where we are at the moment. So what we've just gained, we'll just sell all that off, and for the mind of trying to get enough money to buy another field or two around here. Now 61 and 64 and 65, they're growing, as you can see. So that won't be too long away from being harvestable either. So that'll be what we start looking at next. We'll probably go and prep field 2 and 62, and we'll deal with the grass over on field 26, and then probably pull in the crop off 25. All right, so that's basically where we're at with the Valley of the Old Farm, and we're looking forward in moving forward, even though it is a slower pace. Really enjoying using this smaller equipment, and if you, like me, previously haven't done this and you just want to use the big modern equipment, take the chance and just give it a go, and you'll actually like it. I mean, this map probably, in a way, is a bit big for this sort of stuff initially, but it is a welcome change. I can vouch for that. But in any case, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to join our wonderful communities, both PCSG and the Three Dudes Gaming Network. The links to both of those are down below. The other thing is we are now on Patreon. Now, I haven't mentioned about the YouTube and all that sort of stuff and the monetization. I might mention that in one of the upcoming videos. It's not a big deal to me. I wasn't really doing it to make an income, obviously. I'm not big enough to make an income. But for those that may want to support the channel and help us sort of continue on and upgrade things as we go along, or mainly really is just be able to put prizes up and things like that and giveaways, then please do so. The link is in the comments as well. But it's certainly not expected, and I've only just put it there just in case. I mean, really, at the end of the day, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, but anyway, that's all good. So this is Duckzorly Gaming, wishing you a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And thank you again for joining me. If you like the episode, please press that like button. And if you're not a subscriber and you wish to be, please press the subscribe button, which will be coming up on your screen anytime soon. So until then, we shall see you again very, very soon. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you later. Bye.